Joining us now is Democratic Senator from Maryland, Chris Van Hollen. Senator, thank you for taking the time. Let's just start where Garrett left off. Musk had previously called Social Security a Ponzi scheme, and now we're hearing in this new interview, he's saying Americans will receive more money from Social Security when he and Doge are done with it. Do you buy it?
I don't, Anna. What I heard from that session was just lie after lie. It was like one giant spin room. The reality is that Social Security benefits are set by law, not by Elon Musk. And the cuts that they are making at the Social Security Administration are going to make it harder for people to access their benefits. We've already heard that they terminated, the phone lines, so people cannot call in. They say, go to your regional offices. They're cutting the regional offices. And if you go to the regional offices, they're talking about cutting 7,000 people off the Social Security Administration. So it will become much harder for people to access the benefits they're due.
I want to get your reaction to another part of Elon Musk's interview here. Listen to this.
We actually want to be careful in the cuts, so we want to measure twice, if not thrice, and cut once. Actually, that is our approach. They may characterize it as shooting from the hip, but it is anything but that. Which is not to say that we don't make mistakes. So when we do make mistakes, we correct them quickly, and we move on.
Measure twice, if not thrice, and cut once. Do you see this approach as careful?
Anna, I think many people witnessed that video of Elon Musk brandishing a chainsaw at the CPAC conference, which happened to take place in Maryland. That's the approach they're taking. And he was quite proud of it until people recognized the incredible damage they were doing to public services that benefit every American. So the chainsaw approach that he said he was taking back then is exactly what they've done. And they're actually going to be costing the government money because the way they've approached this is a wrecking ball, not a scalpel. And all you have to do is talk to thousands of federal employees who were just terminated, and now we're trying to fight their way back through the courts.
Musk is heading to Wisconsin this week. Speaking of courts, there's going to be a big state Supreme Court election in that state, and Musk says he will be giving out 2 checks for $1 million to people who vote in that race. What's going on here? What message does that send?
Well, it sends the same message that Elon Musk sent in the presidential election, right? He spent $280 million to help elect Donald Trump, and Donald Trump handed the keys to federal agencies over to Elon Musk, and he's taking the chainsaw to those agencies. So Elon Musk has learned that he can buy access and that he can buy the kind of results that he wants to see as he works to rig the federal government to do the bidding of very rich people at the expense of everybody else.
Well, I have you, Senator. I got to get you on the Signal chat and the fallout we've seen, the response from the Trump administration. Take a listen to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth overnight.
I'm wondering if now, as we have the Senate Armed Forces Committee asking for a report into the Signal controversy, if you feel, as the leader of the Defense Department, you have any level of responsibility for what Marco Rubio and some other people have called a mistake.
Thank you for the question. I'm responsible for ensuring that our department is prepared and ready to deter and defeat our enemies. And I'm quite proud of what our forces in CENTCOM did on that initial series of very effective and devastating strikes.
Senator, we have yet to hear him admit any kind of mistake or wrongdoing here on his part. If you don't acknowledge doing something wrong, then does it raise the question about whether things will change going forward?
Well, that's exactly right. And that's why I've called for Pete Hegseth to resign. I mean, it was bad enough, the gross disregard for clearly classified information. But if the secretary had acknowledged the damage and that could be done, right, to our forces, to the airmen that you talked about earlier, then I think people would be willing to say, okay, you made a mistake. You've acknowledged the damage, the potential damage to safety of American troops. We can maybe move on, figure out how we do better. But his refusal to acknowledge that is the problem. And As you reported earlier, if this had been any other federal employee in the U.S. government, they'd be out of there fast. He should be out of there.
Senator Chris Van Hollen, thank you very much for your time and offering your perspective on all this. Appreciate it.
Thank you.